What's up there again, guys? Well, driving that GMC, no more service engine soon like. So here's what I gathered. Yesterday she told me she was in a hurry. She had to drive to Napa to get a part. Now, while she was in the hurry, that's when that service engine soon light come on. My guess was that because she was a little higher in the RPM range, there's a little more fuel going through the exhaust. And this is a theory, my thought was that, yeah, that gas, the extra gasoline that didn't get burnt, was kind of coating the O2 sensor and wouldn't let it read correctly. Now, that may or may not have led into the next deal here. The next deal is this thing had a knock to it this morning. I thought it was a tick when I started it on my way to go get this service engine soon light taken care of. And as soon as I started it, I made a short clip leaving their driveway. Glad I did that. It's yeah, kind of reassures the customer that it's not like I was hot rodding the damn thing. And so I noticed that tick, and at first I thought it was just because of the four-wheel drive. Well, I had the four-wheel drive into 2 already, and so yeah, I get to the guy's house. Of course, it reads the O2 sensor code and an engine knock sensor code. I'm not sure what that knock sensor deal was all about. If it was had something to do with that O2 sensor code too, or what, or if it was just from the slight. It's hard to say abuse because I don't know how she drove it yesterday, but she said she was in a hurry, and so yeah, I think that from being in a hurry, maybe not letting the engine warm up also. For one, the unburnt gasoline coated the O2 sensor. For two, that could have thrown something off to the engine and gave it a tick. And so yeah, got both of those codes cleared. Seems to be, it doesn't tick anymore either. And just throwing this out there, I have a feeling it has to do with the oil viscosity also. I am not positive on this. I will be finding out here very shortly what oil was put in this last. I had heard something about a 1030 being put in this engine. Now, if you have a 1030 in an engine that takes a 530, that's a thicker oil. Not by much, but it's thicker. And with not letting that engine warm up and having a little thicker oil, it's harder for the oil to get back to the bottom end. Not only is it important for bearing clearances, the viscosity of the oil, but it's also important for the oil to return back to the bottom end, which may or may not have started that tick and thrown off that the knock sensor code. So, awesome things I learned today. Awesome theories. For some reason, I guessed that when I popped the hood, it would show something about a knock sensor signal code, and I was correct on that. As soon as you plugged it in, that's what it read. Hopefully, it just had something to do with that O2 sensor, and no internal damage was done to the bottom end of the engine. So, that's just an awesome little clip I wanted to make right now. Hopefully you guys understand and know how important it is to put the correct oil in the engines. The manufacturers recommend an engine oil for a reason. And on top of that, don't be in such a damn hurry that you don't let the engine warm up. That is, it's a big deal. So, till next time, guys, thank you.